The Nuggets took on the Jazz tonight. Did they learn a lesson from their big loss against the Knicks? You're watching CS 105.1, where I talk about sports and movies with good vibes. Let's get it. Hey everyone, let's talk sound quality. Imagine having pro-level audio that's easy to set up, flexible, and sounds incredible. That's the Røde Pod Mic USB. It's got both USB and XLR connections, so whether you're recording solo at home or in a full studio setup, you're covered. And get this, the built-in DSP effects let you adjust the sound with zero lag. You get that deep, smooth broadcast tone right out of the box. It's versatile, powerful, and basically makes your voice sound like pure gold. Hey everyone, and welcome to the post-game breakdown. I'm CS Chandler here for another take of Nuggets basketball. So we just watched the Nuggets take on the Jazz in Utah last night, and I'm here to break it down for you. For my first takes, the Nuggets won 122-103. Usual starters, so Jamal Murray, CB, P. Watt, and Jokić. P. Watt still subbing in for Aaron Gordon, who is now missed his 10th game. No idea when he's going to come back, but he has been practicing. That's some good news. So the Jazz also had several key players out on this game. Let's see, they were missing... Look at the thing here. So they were missing Jordan Clarkson, John Collins. Drew Eubanks was mentioned as a game time decision. He actually went out in the game. He played for a little bit, but then he went out. And then another big one, their biggest one, Lauri Markkanen. So they didn't have their main guys playing tonight. They had John Sexton, but George, Keontae George, those two, but short of them, like, it was all bench players playing tonight. So even though the Nuggets did win, they kind of won against an already crippled, bad Jazz. So it's kind of like when you take your aggression out on a littler kid and think that you won. Like, it's you won, but you didn't really win by, like, you didn't really win over a good team or anything to really capitalize after that horrible loss against the Knicks. So did the Nuggets learn their lesson from the Knicks? I think they are trying, but there's still a lot of signs saying that they didn't. The first quarter was still really, really sluggish. But one crucial take that I did note down here is that Russell Westbrook seems to be the crucial point for the Nuggets' energy, whether it's just overall defensive energy or offensive energy. Like, he keeps the ball moving, and he gets them a little bit more passionate too. So I'm really digging Russell Westbrook each and every game. So let's break down the game here. First quarter, the Jazz controlled the tip, and they got the first points with a 3-point shot, and then immediately a 2-point, getting their lead up to 5. Jazz have got a turnover that Jamal gets in, diving to the rim, and gets the Nuggets' first point. So Jamal did get the Nuggets' first points up there. There was a rebound between Jokić and Kessler that caused the refs to call it in favor of the Jazz, but then Malone had to use his challenge for them to go back and look and see that it was actually off of the Jazz, and so it was a successful challenge. But again, we got another early on challenge that's being used on a game that you don't really want to use a challenge like that on such a stupid call like that. So but they did win. Malone did win. It's always great to see when he does win these actual challenges, because it's very rare, it seems like. The Nuggets were struggling to make shots, in this first quarter. They had a lot of good open looks, and they just kept on missing. Either whether it was tossing out bricks or it just rimming out, in and out, rattling out. Like it just, there was a lid on that on the bucket for them. The Jazz went on a 11-2 run with a 10-point lead that turned into 12. Again, no contested or uncontested threes for the Jazz. The Nuggets weren't doing, like, that's been a constant thing that I've been saying over almost every single episode so far, is that they don't contest threes, and then it allows the other team to actually make them. Brody came on finally, and he immediately gets a steal, kicks it to the CB, who goes up for a layup, but then gets fouled. Ends up making both free throws, so that was good. But it would have been nice to get it that 3-point play in there. Brody then sinks a 3, cutting the Jazz lead to 3. Jokić gets fouled, makes both free throws. Jokić ends the first quarter scoring 19 points alone, and just phenomenal for him. Well, I mean, that's Jokić. So the Utah ended up winning the first quarter 35-34. Second quarter, Strother starts the quarter off with a awesome 3-point shot that gets the Nuggets their first lead. And then the game hangs close around 44 points for the first half of that quarter. But then the bench actually was holding their own a little bit against a very horrible Utah. Again, I will say again, like, Utah does have one of the worst benches. We have one of the worst benches. I think Utah has an even worse bench than we do. So I don't know how much it's saying that we were holding our own. Like, you would hope that you were holding your own, and if anything, it kind of shows a little bit not so good that we were just holding our own and we weren't dominating. Because if you take any of the top teams out there, their benches would dominate and have dominated the Jazz bench. So Nuggets, again, were not rebounding very well.
Hey everyone, if you're looking for a game-changing webcam that keeps up with every move, you've got to check out the Insta360 link. It's a 4K AI-powered webcam that auto-tracks so you're always in frame, even if you're moving around. Perfect for live streams, meetings, content creating, also podcasts. It adjusts to light, zooms in and out, and follows you naturally. This is hands-free, hassle-free, studio-quality production for anyone who wants professional visuals right from the desk. Insta360 Link is a total game changer.
All right, welcome back, everyone. So we'll get into stats here. Michael Porter Jr. played 31 minutes. He had 19 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. He's really doing well with the rebounding and assists. I would love to see him get a triple-double by the end of the year. I think it's doable. I think he can do it. He got 1 steal, 8 for 15 field goals, 2 for 6 in three-pointers, 1 for 1 in free throws. He had 1 turnover and 2 personal fouls. He was a plus 17 tonight. Awesome to see your guys in the pluses. Peyton Watson had 9 points. So he's still kind of struggling a little bit to get in the double digits sometimes. But he is phenomenal with defense. So he played 28 minutes tonight, had 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. He was 3 for 6 in field goals, 0 for 3 in 3 points, 3 for 4 in free throws. He had 0 turnovers, 1 personal foul. He was a plus 20. And that was strictly mainly, I think, from the fact that he was really good with the blocks and steals and kind of disrupting the offense tonight. So Jokić played 33 minutes tonight. He actually got a decent break, which is always awesome to see him get a break. And DeAndre Jordan covered for him. Dario Saric did not play tonight. So I think it's kind of a pattern here. Maybe let's not play him. But he went for 30 points, 10 rebounds, so he did get a double-double. Almost a triple-double, just 3 shy. He had 7 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. He was 13 from 19 from field goals, 2 for 3 in three-pointers, 2 for 3 in free throws. He had 1 turnover and 1 personal foul, and was a plus 20 as well. And then we go to CB, my man, CB. He played 41 minutes tonight. He played the most. And he had 18 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block. He was 6 for 8 in field goals, 2 for 3 in 3 points, 4 for 4 in free throws, 1 turnover, and 1 personal foul. He was a plus 18. And then we have Jamal Murray, who played 36 minutes, was 22 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists, so he almost had a double-double. 4 steals. See? You see that? 4 steals. I don't want anyone else bad-mouthing Jamal Murray. Like, he's doing what he can. Yes, he's in a slump and he knows it, but he's picking up slack where where they need it. So 4 steals. Even though I think Russell Westbrook leads the Nuggets in steals, Jamal Murray, I feel like, is close behind. He was 10 for 18 in field goals, so he shot 55%. That's not bad. He was 1 for 6 in 3 points, so that's where he definitely needs to get better with that. He's 16% tonight. He's 1 for 1 in free throws. He had 1 turnover, 2 personal fouls, was a plus 18 as well. And then with the bench here, biggest things is Westbrook played 19 minutes, had 10 points, 1 rebound, 5 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, 3 for 9 in field goals, 1 for 4 in 3-pointers, 3 for 4 in free throws. He had 3 turnovers, 0 personal fouls, and was a plus 6. And then Julian Strother, who played 15 minutes, had 9 points, 1 assist, 1 block. That block I told you about in the third, to close out the third. And then 2 for 4 in field goals, 2 for 4 in 3 points, 3 for 4 in free throws. He had 1 turnover and 4 personal fouls, was a plus 2. So there is a consistent thing right now with Julian Strother not being who he usually is comfortable being during the off season and the preseason. He needs to show up and make those 30-point games in the regular season when it really counts. But right now he's struggling to make double digits. So I think a lot of criticism on the team definitely needs to go to to Julian Strother. Strother needs to play better than this. He should be averaging 19 points a game. And he also needs to watch out his personal fouls. He keeps on fouling up high. So overall stats here, we have 39 rebounds for the Nuggets to the Utah's 47. Like I told you, the Nuggets were not rebounding well enough tonight. And if there was any other team, they would have lost. 30 assists to the Jazz's 25. We had 10 steals to their 7, 8 blocks to their 5. We were 54% in field goals. They were 42%. We were 37% from 3. They were 37 for, no, sorry. We were 33% from 3. They were 37% from 3. So they were just a little better on 3-pointers. We were 82 from free throws. They were 61, luckily for us. We had 10 turnovers. They had 18. We had 14 personal fouls. They had 17. So, it's... there's still a lot of stuff that's going on with the Nuggets that they need to clean up, but it's still relatively early in the season. We haven't hit the midway point yet. We're probably like a fifth or maybe a little bit more of the way, maybe even a quarter. I would say we're probably like a quarter to like a third almost of the way into it. So there's still a lot of time, but time is of the essence and they still need to make their points. So when we come back, I'm going to talk about the takeaways for this game.
As a cinematographer, photographer, and now a podcaster, I do believe lighting is everything. And if you're serious about creating dynamic content, you need to check out Nanlite. They're all about precision and control. Whether it's soft, natural lighting or vibrant colors, Nanlite gives you full flexibility to set the mood for any scene. From compact LEDs to powerful softboxes, Nanlite has light solutions that fit every setup. It's ideal for photographers, like myself, videographers, like myself, and creators who want to pro-grade quality right out on their fingertips. With Nanlite, you're lighting like a pro every time.
And we're back. All right, so big takeaways for the game. There are several reasons for this inconsistency of the Nuggets. I think it's, one, them learning new plays, them getting familiar and comfortable with their new positions and the new spots and everything. Also getting familiar and comfortable with each other. I still don't think they're fully comfortable with each other, especially when you see them not knowing who to guard and who to throw the passes to and everything. That's definitely an issue. And then I think just overall fatigue, it sounds like too. You know, there was a post recently that of an interview done with Jamal Murray where he had said apparently that ever since getting his contract, it feels more like a job, which is very insulting, I feel like, to anyone who has a job that doesn't involve playing a game. But I know there's a lot of pressure that involves getting paid $2 million a season. So, you know, or no, it's $150 million or something like that. I think it's the max contract that he got. Like, and there's definitely a lot of weight that comes with it. So I think that there's time, like I said before, for them to fix a lot of this stuff, but they need to do it now. And since they're no longer in the cup race, when that is all going on, they need to take that time to not relax and to keep on training and getting better at the plays and more comfortable with the plays that they've been doing, so that when the new year starts, or actually even after this whole cup thing ends, they can come at the season, the rest of the season, hot. You know, I think they can get to be a third seed if they really tried right now. They could buckle down and get the plays down right, get to know each other right. They can make third seed. Because one thing that we're missing right now is they're not really hanging out with each other that much, like we've seen in the past seasons. So there's definitely some disconnect within the team, and I think that they are kind of it's like Coach Malone, who used to be the guiding energy for the team, all that he's saying right now kind of seems like it's going in one ear and out the other. And that's why they kind of rely on Russell Westbrook to kind of speak up. You also need Jokić to speak up and Jamal Murray. And then Aaron Gordon usually is a big thing. But then one thing too, like even though CB is much better than KCP, the one thing you're missing without him is that leadership. He added a lot of confidence and leadership to the rest of the team when he was on. So you are missing that. So also with Jeff Green too, he added that. So I think DeAndre Jordan does add a level of that, but right now it's mainly Russell Westbrook. So they need to whatever happens there, they need to kind of just battle through what is going on right now and redefine who they are and figure out, you know, rediscover their passions for the game and for competing, because the fact that they are still starting off sluggish in every single first quarter is just, it's definitely a red flag. But like I said, it's good for it to happen right now than for it to happen in March or April. So And then, so the next game that they got is the Clippers again. We played them before, if you remember. It was our second game of the season this season, and we lost against them. Now we're going to be going to LA and facing them this Saturday, I think. Saturday or Sunday. It's the 1st. So I believe that is Saturday. Don't quote me on that, but I think... No, it's Sunday. It's Sunday. So, yeah, so on Sunday, they'll be in LA to face the Clippers. So.
Well, that's all I got for this episode. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like and subscribe. Share it out to your friends and family. And you've been listening to CS 105.1, where I talk about sports and movies with good vibes. We'll catch you later.